Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Natalie with Natalie's Closet, and today we are doing Monday Makes episode 2. I'll see you guys in a sec. Natalie's Closet. So welcome back everyone. As I said, this is Natalie with Natalie's Closet, and today we are doing Monday Makes, where I'm going to show you the progress that I've made on 3 of the 4 projects that I showed you guys last week. One of the projects I'm not showing you because it's just really large. It's my mom's blanket, but I have gotten some progress on it. And yeah, sadly that means there was no Fiber Arts tour, and this weekend I wasn't able to do it for various reasons. Main reason, kidney stone. I've been passing one, and it's at I hope it's on its way, like literally out here in the next few hours, praying. But anyway, I would love to welcome all of our new subscribers, and of course welcome back everyone else. Thank you all so incredibly much for your support. You guys are amazing. I know I say that all the time, but I truly mean it. I mean, just you guys are just awesome. But if you are new, I would love it if you'd consider hitting the red subscribe button down below, as well as the notification bell next to that. Make sure you hit it to all so you're notified anytime I upload a video. And then of course, if you guys wouldn't mind giving this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed the content, as well as commenting and sharing, I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much. Okay, so on to, this is probably going to be a relatively short video, but that's okay. I will show you the progress I've had. One of the shawls, I think I had more progress in than the other 2, but we shall see. And then of course, before I put it back in the bag, I'm going to change the stitch marker so that I can bring it up to where it is now, so that you guys can see the next time I show you guys how much progress there was. So first we're going to look at my stingray shawl, which I have in my Naughty Knitting Sacks bag, which, you know, pretty on the outside and nice and sassy on the inside. Yes, I just showed you the inside of the bag in case you wanted to see it. I do always have the link to Naughty Knitting Sacks in the description box below, because I do have a coupon code that is available for you guys. Thank you all so much for supporting her as much as you guys do. That's awesome. I appreciate it, and I know she appreciates it. Katie is amazing. Okay. Oh, and I did mention this on the Getting to Know You episode. I have had people, and I'm bringing it up now because I'm talking about her and her project bags, but I have had people come to me and say, I've gone to her shop, but she only has a few things there. Yes, I know that, and oftentimes that is the case, because as soon as she does a shop update, she sells out. I mean, she sells like a ton of stuff. So it's not that she just doesn't put stuff up on her Etsy shop, it's just that she can't keep stuff in stock. She will do custom orders, but you need to contact her to confirm that if it is something you want to do, because sometimes, I don't know, because she is so busy, it could be that she may not have time, but definitely reach out to her. And I would suggest that you follow her on Instagram, which it would be, what, I think it's like at Naughty Knitting Sacks, if I'm not mistaken, because she announces when her shop updates are going to be on Instagram. And it's typically every 2 weeks on a Friday. I just don't know like what Friday it falls on in this particular case. So yeah, definitely follow her on Instagram so you can find out when her shop updates are, so that you can make sure to get to her site before she sells out of stuff. Okay, so let's get on to the stingray shawl. For those of you that didn't see it last week, this is it. It's being worked up with a lace weight yarn from Shandy at Expression Fiber Arts. I'm using 2 strands together. She uses 4, but that's okay. I wanted it bigger, and I mean, she also, I think, uses only the 2 hanks of lace, but she uses the inside, from the inside center pull and from the outside, and uses 4 strands, and she works 2 different colors in it. I have 2 of the same colors, and I'm only working center pull, so only 2 strands, because I wanted it larger. And yeah, that's my main reason, is because I wanted it larger. and I kind of wanted it a lighter weight. I was wanting to use the lace weight to get the lighter effect of it, not necessarily using the 4 strands, but it's the Botanical Wisp lace. It's 75% superwash merino wool, 15% cashmere, 10% silk, 840 yards per hank. As always, hand wash only, lay flat to dry, but that's the information if you wanted to see it. I don't know if I have the cards for the rest of the projects, but this I do. This is, I know it's all folded up, but that's because I had it folded up inside the center of the cake until I used it. But anyway, so this is, it is a paid pattern. Sometimes she offers it free, so I'm not going to get into the details of it just in case it is paid right now. But I was here last week when I showed it to you. Yes, this is a stitch marker from my friend Segal in Israel, but I have worked 3 rows. This is a stitch marker from my friend Catherine, which is Cat's Eye Catchers. I will put the link to her YouTube channel as well as her Etsy shop in the description box below. She does sell, I'm sorry, I didn't give you the right side of it. It is a Swarovski crystal heart. But anyway, so I did add, I think it's 3 rows. So I did add some since last week, and I will go ahead and change the stitch marker. Actually, I'm going to wait to change the stitch marker because I need to keep the center, the one that I use for the center of it. So once I actually get to that part again with the next row is when I'll go ahead and change and put the owl down there. But it is slowly but surely getting there. I mean, it's still got a way to go, but it's beautiful. I absolutely love this colorway. It's so soft. It's awesome. It's really fun to work. But I told you guys that I'm really only able to, I've been trying to commit an hour a day on crocheting, which is, with my schedule, can be a lot. But it's been working out pretty well. So I can't say that there's, I haven't, excuse me, I think there was only like maybe 1 or 2 days that I wasn't able to put an hour in. But I'm trying, and I'm working on these projects so I could keep going and keep showing you progress. You guys are keeping me accountable, so I appreciate that very much. All right, so on to the second project, which I have in my fat bottom bag. I love this bag, and I do love that it has a nice fat bottom on it. Let's see here, and I'm using my yarn condom for the cake. This is the, I think this is the Malay, yeah, this is the Malay shawl by Shandy at Expression Fiber Arts. Let me see if I can go ahead and, well, that's not really going to show you what it looks like. It is a kite shawl. That's what it looks like completed. It uses, what she used was 6 of her pearlescent fingering hanks, which is 3,300 yards. That's a lot of yardage for one of her patterns. I am not using her yarn. I'm using 7 hanks of, well, 5 of them are from Vera Yarns Design. I have not featured her yet on my Wednesday videos. I will be at the beginning of August sometime. And 1 hank was a spun right round, and 1 is from Shandy at Expression Fiber Arts. And I'm going to be about, I think it's like 3,100 yards roughly, so I'm going to be a little bit short, but I'm hoping that it'll still, there's going to be enough to be able to finish it. It's just, I may have an issue with the repeat segments, since this is a fade project, which is what I was wanting to work on. I may have to adjust or skip like an entire repeat section because I may not have enough to actually finish it per row, but I'm going to play it by ear because I'm needing to stick to the actual faded part of it. So we'll see what happens, but I need to really look into the pattern a little bit more at the stage of where I will be once I actually have to switch yarns, and then I'll decide if there's any way that I can go ahead and change it up with still using everything. So This is, I think I was only on row 10 when you guys saw it last, and now I am at row 16, I think. Oh, but I stopped at row 10, and then the repeat part started at 1 again and went to 16. So I did another 16 rows. So I'm actually at 26 rows. But let's see. This is it so far. I am loving this pattern. There are these spike V-stitches. I don't know if you can see those right here. Right now there's two rows where there's only one on each side, and then there are 2 rows where there are 2 on each side. So it is a lot of fun. It goes pretty quickly. Outside of the V stitches or the V spike stitches, it's basically just single crochets, I think. And then of course, yeah, and then of course the spike V stitches. But I was here where she is right now. I was right there, and I've added this much since last week. So from here to here is what I've added. Now, again, I'm also not going to move her right now because I need to keep this center, this stitch marker for the center up here. But as soon as I get to the top here and am finished with this row, I'll go ahead and move her up so you guys can see what the progress is next week. This particular hank of yarn is by Vera Yarns Design. It's a beautiful single ply. I think this one is 100% superwash merino, if I'm not mistaken. And the stitch marker, obviously the plastic one that I showed you, is just, you know, the regular one that you could pick up at Michael's. The little she's not quite Batwoman, but the other like superhero one was, it's from Vic's Knits, which I have not featured either, but I will be this Wednesday. But I received that from Ryan, the yarn hag, as a gift a while back when we did a yarn swap. So thank you for that, Ryan. I appreciate it. But sorry, I was talking about Vera Yarns Design, I think. She has beautiful yarns, so bright, so colorful. I have her other pink ones in the room with me, but she has amazing yarn. I cannot wait to show you what it is that I have from her. Right now, though, unfortunately, she went on vacation. She was supposed to be back July 6th, but she is stuck in the country that she went to. Not for any reason in particular. I think it's like a personal reason, but, and I guess I shouldn't say stuck, but she is not going to be home until the beginning of August, and she has her shop closed right now. So we talked, and she's like, and I told her I have no problem waiting if it would make it easier for her, and she said thank you so much. If you don't mind, that would be great, because it's also not fair to show you guys some stuff, you guys possibly get excited, and then you go to her shop and there's nothing there because it's shut down. So we're going to wait until August, which is also going to be, I believe it's her 3rd year anniversary of having the shop open. So that's going to be exciting as well. I believe she said she will give me a coupon code for her yarns, which is awesome. She is in Ireland, so yes, there is an exchange, but amazing stuff. So, all right, on to the 3rd project, which is also in my Naughty Knitting sacks, all cute on the outside and then sassy and naughty on the inside. I'm not going to say what it says. You can look up now if you want. I love Katie's bags so much. I have so many of them. They're just awesome. But yeah, I know you guys liked hearing about what bags and what stitch markers and stuff, which I know I shared with you last week, but we may have some people that weren't here, and I figured I would share it again. This shawl is the Hocus Pocus shawl by Leather Company. Those of you that were with me last year, I had gotten the Halloween Advent, and I was showing you guys the 13 mini hanks that I got leading up to Halloween, and I was not able to find the pattern. I went onto my phone because I remember having primarily been looking at my phone when I was doing the working on it. So I never did end up printing it out, which I thought I did, but I didn't. And I was like, oh, this sucks. Don't have the pattern. All I had were my little notes with the rows and the repeat and the stitch count and stuff that I had handwritten. And so Chris was like, you know, check back on your phone, see if maybe you have it downloaded or on your computer. I did. I couldn't find it. I was like, oh, this sucks. I really want to work on this. And so I reached out to Ashley Leather, and I was like, do you happen to have a PDF of it or whatever? Can you? And so she sent it to me, no problem. I was like, yay, I'm so excited. So I was able to get that done. This was part of the Advent, so it is technically a paid pattern, but I will show you what it is supposed to look like. And this is with all the different colorways that came in the box. Now, this was designed with the DK mini skein Advent. I got the fingering weight, so I have a lot more rows than what it calls for, because again, it was with the DK weight. The other thing is this somehow seems a lot larger. You were still supposed to use the same hook size. Or no, I ended up using the same hook size even though it's fingering, but yet it's still, mine seems to look smaller than what this shows, or what this looks like. And I only have one mini hank left to go. So it'll be interesting to see just how, what the size ultimately ends up being. Now, when I showed it to you last week, oh, son of a biscuit. I dropped the mini hank on the carpet and now it's all full of my leafer. Ouch. Anyway, so I think I got it all off. I hope. Anyway, when I showed it to you last week, I had this last number 13 hank, which is beautiful, and they all have sparkle in it, which I love, and it's Stellina, which is my favorite. But I had this one and like maybe a third left of day 12's hank. Maybe it could have even been a half of a hank. And so I actually ended up finishing number 12's hank, and now I just have number 13 left. So I did actually put some work into this, not a ton, but let me find the stitch marker so I can show it to you. So anyway, this is, oh, maybe it doesn't look that much smaller, but this was the start of it. And then they changed the colorways. There's 2 in here. There's, I think, just the one here, one. Here's like 3 hanks, and then there's 2 here. Then here's 1, 2, and this was the colorway that I was working on most recently. This is where it was when I showed it to you last week. Right there. I think I've added like 4, maybe 5 rows, something like that, but it was here, and I worked it up to there. So that I finished off day 12's hank. So I love this stitch, and I'm actually going to for sure use it again with some other yarn. I'm definitely going to do this pattern again. I love it. It is a paid one, but you're basically skipping a row, doing a stitch in the skipped. You're skipping a row, doing a stitch, and then working another stitch in the skipped row. So you're kind of going forward and then back, forward and back. Is it 1 stitch? I can't remember. Don't quote me. I'm also trying to not give away the pattern, but seriously, I'm trying to right this second. I'm having a hard time concentrating, but these stitch markers, I think I showed you some of them. This is one of them. And then these are the heart ones like I had on the other project. These are from my very good friend Catherine with Cat's Eye Catchers. And this Easter egg is from Vic's Knits. I didn't get it from her though. Like I said, I haven't featured her yet on my channel. I will be this Wednesday, but I received this, I think it was in Macy with Mace of Skein's summer bag, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's where it was. Or the spring bag. I think it was her spring bag. And she had a Vic's Knits stitch marker in it. So that's where I got that one. But I will be featuring her and showing you some more stitch markers on Wednesday. So make sure to check back on that if you're interested. I know there were a couple people that were asking me about some of the custom stitch markers I had, which I have a ton of them up here also. But anyway, so Yep, I think I had the most progress on this shawl, on the Hocus Pocus shawl, and I'm looking forward to finishing this mini hank and getting that done. I have it all nicely folded, and right now it's just going into the bag like a little lump. Oh, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and move the stitch up. So anyway, I mean the stitch marker up now because I don't have to mark the exact center. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode or this video with seeing the progress I'm making. I am actually making progress, so I am very happy about that. With, I think, 2 of them, it would have been obvious had I not made any progress. But yeah, I'm really enjoying being able to put this time aside when I'm able to. I was like, I was really hard on myself when I did that last year and said I was going to try an hour a day, and then I didn't end up doing it. And I was really hard on myself when I did miss a day here or there. I'm not giving myself a hard time if I miss a day or 2. Life happens. I'm not always able to do it. I mean, it's better that I'm doing something versus nothing. So I'm allowing myself to just, okay, when you're able to do it, you're going to do it, but do it type of a thing. So hope you enjoyed this. Remember, you could tell me, you know, what your favorite is. If you want to check out anybody that I mentioned that has either an Etsy shop or a YouTube channel, I will link it down below. Feel free to check out their stuff. With Katie with Naughty Knitting Sacks, I do have a coupon code for you guys that will be down in the description box as well as a top pinned comment. And I will have Catherine's Etsy shop. And I'll try to remember to put in all the links for all the different yarn companies I mentioned that I'm using the yarn of. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this and have a wonderful day. Miley says hi and bye to her peeps. I actually had to stop this when I first started recording because she was laying in front or behind, but in front of me on the floor, and then decided she was going to go into the room, and she like completely, the tripod almost completely fell over, and I was like, are you kidding? But then she went into the room, and she has been a very good girl. But she, of course, as always, says hi and bye to her peeps. She and I are excited to see you tomorrow, Tuesday night, 9:30 p.m. Eastern on our live. So make sure to either set a reminder or an alarm clock or something if you'd like. If you want to go ahead and join us again, 9:30 p.m. Eastern tomorrow, Tuesday night, July 13th. I love the number 13. But anyway, remember, for every season there's a reason to crochet. As always, my mom did say to say hello. And thank you guys for always including us in your prayers. We really do appreciate it. And I swear there was something I wanted to tell you guys and I completely forgot what it was. But that's okay. Maybe I'll remember and include it on Wednesday's video. But I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Stay safe and healthy. Love, hugs, and prayers to everybody. Extra prayers for those who need it. Remember, if you need extra prayers but don't want to share it in public, feel free to email me, natalies.closet@yahoo.com. The link is also in the description box below. And if you would like to be added to my Christmas card list, feel free to email me with your mailing address. It stays safe, I promise. You can ask any of my viewers that have been with me for a long time. It's safe. I don't give it to anybody, but I do love to share my share by sending Christmas cards. And of course, if I know your birthday month, I'll send you. For the most part, I try to remember to send birthday cards as well. And sometimes if there's a different holiday and I happen to have some cards, I'll send those out as well. So yeah, that's it. So have a great day, and I will hopefully see you tomorrow night on my live. If not, then you'll see me on Wednesday with Small Online Business Wednesday. So I'll see you guys soon. Love you guys. Bye.